Does minoxidil help with hair regrowth? I'm going to get straight into it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So my answer to that question is yes. The only thing that I would say about that is when I used to use minoxidil, I'll show you guys on my head here. So you see how this front part of my head is right here? The front part of my scalp. And you see how the crown is? Okay, so I'm going to show you that again. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. The front part, see how it's thin? Up here is thin as well, and the crown. So whenever I use minoxidil, those two areas would grow back, but they would never be as thick as the surrounding hairs. Let me show you. So you see the surrounding hairs here? You see how those hairs are much thicker? It's obviously thin spots right here in the front and in the crown. Hopefully I'm showing this correctly. You see how thin it is right there? And you see how thin it is in the crown area? But you see how thick and healthy the rest of my hair is? So that was my experience using minoxidil. What would always happen was, yes, in my thinning areas, which like I just showed you guys, the front part here and then the crown, it would grow back, but it would never be as thick as the healthy hair follicles. So I hope that this video can be informative. I hope it can help somebody. I'm just simply sharing my personal experience with minoxidil. I use the Kirkland brand 5%. I used that for like close to a couple of years. It took me, I want to say 1.5, 2 months to start seeing results. And once I did see obvious regrowth. It's just that the hairs that came in, they were still thin, and you could still see the difference. You could still see obviously that I had thinning right here in the front and thinning in the crown area. Hopefully you guys are getting a good look at that on the camera here. Okay. But you can still obviously see where my hair was thinning at. So what's the solution to that? What I would recommend, if you guys want to, if you're in the same position that I was in, you know, you're going bald or you're trying to regrow your hair using minoxidil or Rogaine or something like that, cut your hair really low. Look at some of my previous videos on here to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, cut your hair really low, and then it will blend in more if you're going to be using the minoxidil or Rogaine. It'll blend in a lot better. The more hair you have on the sides, the more healthy hair that you have that's growing in, you're going to see that obvious difference in your hair. Okay. Again, hopefully I'm showing you guys this. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay. So that was my experience. So what I would recommend, if I were to use minoxidil again, which I don't plan on doing it, I would just cut my hair super low like I'm about to do now. And then it would look a lot more even, but you'll always have to have a really, really low haircut, like even lower than what I have it right now on the sides. It'll look more uniform. The thinning areas won't look as obvious. That's just my take. Hopefully this can help somebody. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Peace out. Have a good one.